Season 5, Episode 5 of Game of Thrones, titled Kill the Boy, focuses on major power struggles and personal transformations across Westeros and Essos. The episode primarily follows Jon Snow's difficult leadership choices, Sansa's growing peril in Winterfell, Daenerys' brutal rule in Meereen, and Ramsay Bolton's disturbing backstory. In the north, Jon Snow, as the new Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, makes a controversial decision to ally with the wildlings. Despite resistance from his fellow brothers, he chooses to send Tormund Giantsbane to Hardhome to gather the Free Folk, believing they need to unite against the White Walkers. Meanwhile, Stannis Baratheon prepares to march on Winterfell with his army, showing unexpected kindness towards Samwell Tarly by acknowledging his scholarly potential. At Winterfell, Sansa Stark continues to suffer under the Bolton regime. She is manipulated by Ramsay and his sadistic lover, Myranda, who tries to intimidate her. During a tense dinner scene, Ramsay humiliates Sansa by forcing Reek, formerly Theon Greyjoy, to apologize for supposedly killing Bran and Rickon. Rose Bolton then reveals to Ramsay that his wife, Walda, is pregnant, threatening Ramsay's position as heir, which leads to an unsettling scene where Rose reassures his son of his legitimacy by recalling how he raped Ramsay's mother. In Meereen, Daenerys Targaryen reacts to the growing insurgency of the Sons of the Harpy with brutality. Following the death of Sir Barristan Selmy in the previous episode, she executes a nobleman by feeding him to her dragons as a warning to those who oppose her rule. To regain stability, she reopens the fighting pits, a long-standing tradition in Meereen, and agrees to marry Hisdar zo Lorak, a nobleman who has been pushing for this move, believing it will bring peace between her and the ruling elite. The episode ends on a dark and mysterious note, with Jorah Mormont and Tyrion Lannister sailing toward Meereen. Along the way, they pass through Valyria, a ruined city once home to the Dragonlords. There, they witness Drogon flying overhead, a rare and awe-inspiring sight. However, their journey takes a terrifying turn when they are ambushed by stone men, victims of grayscale. Jorah manages to save Tyrion, but he secretly realizes that he has been infected with the deadly disease. Season 5, Episode 6 of Game of Thrones, titled Unbowed, Unbent, Unbroken, is a pivotal episode featuring major developments in Dorne, King's Landing, and Winterfell. In Dorne, Jaime Lannister and Bronn attempt to rescue Myrcella Baratheon from the Water Gardens. However, their mission is interrupted by the Sand Snakes, Obara, Nymeria, and Tyene, who also seek to capture Myrcella. The conflict is intense, but ultimately halted by Prince Doran Martell's guards, who take all parties into custody. In King's Landing, Queen Marguerite Tyrell and her family face increasing pressure from the Faith Militant. Olenna Tyrell tries to secure her grandson Loras's release, but the High Sparrow orders a formal inquest. During the hearing, Olyvar testifies that Loras is indeed engaged in a romantic relationship with men, implicating both him and Queen Marguerite, who had denied knowing about it. As a result, both Marguerite and Loras are arrested, much to the horror of King Tommen, who is powerless to stop it. Meanwhile, Arya Stark continues her training in the House of Black and White. She washes corpses as part of her initiation into the Faceless Men and is tested by Jaqen H'ghar. When Arya successfully lies to a dying girl to ease her suffering, she is allowed deeper access into the temple's mysterious Hall of Faces, where she sees thousands of faces preserved for future use by the Faceless Men. This marks an important step in Arya's transformation into a trained assassin. In the north, Sansa Stark is forced to marry Ramsay Bolton at Winterfell. After the ceremony, Ramsay brutally assaults her on their wedding night while making Theon Greyjoy, now broken and submissive as Reek, watch. This scene is one of the most controversial in the series, as it highlights Ramsay's cruelty and Sansa's suffering, sparking widespread discussion and criticism from fans and critics alike. The episode ends on a dark and harrowing note, leaving multiple characters in perilous situations. Jaime and Bronn are imprisoned in Dorne, Marguerite and Loras are at the mercy of the Faith Militant. Arya is beginning to embrace the ways of the Faceless Men, and Sansa is trapped in an abusive marriage. The tension and emotional weight of the episode set the stage for the escalating conflicts to come in the season.